Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about the possibility of an Israel Adesanya comeback to challenge for that middleweight title, UFC 305 against Dricus. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all it is that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. It seems like the Sean Strickland is kind of busy doing whatever it is that he's doing outside of the octagon, which leaves Dricus without an opponent anytime soon, anything official at least. Obviously, you have guys in that middleweight division, the likes of Israel Adesanya, who are ready for their title shots. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Strickland. I expected that rematch to happen immediately between Strickland and Dricus. Obviously, there is nothing official as of yet in terms of a rematch between the two. Recent comments from the former champion of the middleweight division, Israel Adesanya, hinting at a title shot against the current champion, Dricus, UFC 305. I'm all for it. I have no problem with Adesanya challenging for that belt, and perhaps the next, if he was to win, obviously, or if Dricus was to win, either or, there's always the opportunity for the winner to face a Strickland whenever Strickland has whatever it is that he needs to be sorting out outside of the octagon. All sorted. It seems like there's a lot of distraction in Strickland's life at this time. No disrespect to the guy here. I know a lot of people get offended for their favorite fighters or whatnot, but I believe Strickland was a great example of someone who is super distracted, and I believe lost his title because of it. He was doing a lot of media before his title fight against Dricus, and he lost it. To me, he was not focused. I'm still not sure that Strickland has his head in the game all the way. I've been seeing a lot of Strickland doing things kind of outside of the fighting realm. Whether it be sparring matches with YouTubers or just making outrageous comments on variety of platforms on the internet. I'm not a fan of that. I like fighters to be fighters. There are only few characters who are good at fighting and handling the media. I've mentioned this in previous videos. I believe Adesanya is one of those fighters, perfectionist in every detail of the game. Israel, obviously, style bender, a living legend, a walking legend of the game. I was highly disappointed in his last outing against Strickland, but you have to give props when props is due. Strickland showed up in a major way against Adesanya, and obviously that performance won him the title. But we've seen Izzy take losses and come back in a major way. For instance, his loss to Alex Pereira, then his ability to avenge his loss and defeat Pereira, knock out Pereira, matter of fact. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, of course, for Izzy to recapture his title against Dricus if this fight was to happen. UFC 305. I've said this multiple times about the middleweight division. I believe that this title is going to exchange hands a couple times this calendar year. It's already happened once. I foresee in the future that this will happen again. No disrespect to the current champion of the division. What I'm trying to say here is all these guys are so closely matched up to where any one of them can win the title at any given moment, really. Aside from Israel Adesanya, which for me, I look at him as a guy on a different level. Everybody else is sort of somewhat on the same level. and they all have fantastic opportunities to capture top. Even guys like Robert Whittaker, who many would rule out, but I was highly impressed with Robert Whittaker's last performance against Paulo Costa. Also, you have guys like Hamza Chimaev always lurking in the background. Obviously, the guy fights welterweight and middleweight, more suitable for him to fight middleweight, in my honest opinion. And I think that this name also has to be thrown into the mixture for potential fights headed into the future. If you made it this far, I would like to know what you think about the middleweight division in UFC. And make sure to like, subscribe for more.